Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series getting you the absolute most out of the Fashion Report minigame located in the Gold Saucer every week when judging begins on a Friday. This is week 98 and this time around the theme is the Scales of War. The clues we have are Face to the Forest for helm, Tipping the Scales for chest, Coiled Finally for your gloves, and Dueling Duelist for your legs. Now, some of those clues are repeats, so this shouldn't be too difficult. In this video, we'll have a 100 score, an 80 with only dies, and the easiest possible 80 of the week. So first of all, for the 100 score, I went with the Ash Mask. This is actually a vendor-purchased item equipable by all classes in the entire game, and you can purchase these at low-level city-state vendors such as Gwalta in Uldar's Market District for only 308 gil. You can also craft this with Carpenter if you desire. You can also get the Lapis Lazuli version of the Ash Mask also from Gwalta. This will also give you gold rating but costs 100 gil more. You can get the Storm, Flame or Serpent Sergeant's masks from the corresponding Grand Company Quartermasters for 2,860 seals. You can go with the Demagogue Mask, which is the Copperbell Mines hard mode drop, the Hallowed Chestnut Mask of Aiming, Casting and Healing, which are all purchased from the Pillars of Ishgard from the vendor Norlays if you want to spend 10,000 gil and have something locked to a roll, then you can go and purchase those as well. For the chest piece, I went with the Iron Scale Mail. This is a low-level Disciple of War only piece, and specifically this can only be equipped by Gladiators, Marauders, Lancers, Paladins, Warriors, Dragoons, Dark Knights, and Gunbreakers. So specifically, this isn't all melee. This is actually only a select few. The alternative is the Steel Scale Mail, which has the same problem. Both of these items can be purchased from Gwalta, the low-level city-state vendor. Bear in mind the Iron Scale Mail is locked to level 23 as well as those class restrictions, so you might want to judge what pieces of gear you choose from the next couple of slots for the chest and gloves, depending on what you can actually equip if you're going for 100. For the gloves then, I went for the replica Dreadworm Them Braces of Maiming. These are the Dragoon specific equip, and the reason I went for these primarily is because of the legs I got in the next slot, but also because of the restrictions on that chest plate as well, because Dragoon is included alongside those tanks, so this was totally a great option. For the entire slot, however, you can take any of the replica or original Dreadworm braces, gloves, or whatever you want of healing, maiming, scouting, you name it, they all work from the final coil of Bahamut, or obviously the crafted glowy versions for glamour also work. And that brings us to the leg slot then. This is really sort of the decider. This is what I built my sort of set around this week, and I advise you probably do the same because these are actually a dungeon drop. So you need to go into Pharos Sirius hard mode or Saint Marciani's Arboretum. Both of those dungeons in particular from Heavensward actually do drop all of these leg pieces. I'm talking about the Trousers of the Defiant Duelist, which are the ones I'm actually using in this video for the 100 score for my Dragoon, but also we have the Daring Duelist, Ghost Thief, Lost Thief, Red Thief, Plague Doctor's Trousers, and the Plague Bringer's Trousers for each of those classes respectively, and all of those work for gold rating this week. But of course, whichever one you actually get to drop, or whichever one you actually have, means that you need to tailor around that for the rest of the slots. And bear in mind that chest piece, since we don't really have any other alternatives for the 100 score with that chest piece, you probably want to look into either getting a tank set this week or of course a Dragoon set, and that's pretty much the 100 score for this week. So that brings us to an 80 with dies, because perhaps some people won't want to go and grind a dungeon. So the 80s with dies is actually really simple. For a weapon, dye it soot black, your helm soot black, your chest piece needs to be snow white, then your hands and legs also dyed soot black, and then finally your boots need to be Gubu grey dye. All those dyes together won't actually set you back that much, and this is probably the easiest possible option for your alts, I would say, without having to go to vendors. However, there is an easier way still to get 80, and that's simply by equipping that all classes in the game equipable Ash Mask from a low-level city-state vendor. which again costs 308 gil, and then you dye any gloves and any legs in the game soot black dye with the Ash mask equipped, and your gloves and legs dyed soot black dye with every other slot filled with a piece of gear this week will guarantee you 80 score, which is obviously the minimum required for the maximum amount of MGP for the week. So it's not a particularly difficult week, but of course we have lots of other options for this week to get your MGP. So let me know below if you have any other solutions to help other people out in the comments section. And of course, the Reddit thread for all of this week's theory crafting will of course be in the description. Thank you kindly for watching, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all next time.